Alhamdulillah bil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihim ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Today we will have the next contender for the proposal seminar, and it will be Tanti. Tanti here. She will explain. She will explain here her research proposal entitled Using Think Ahead and Right Strategy to Improve Student Ability in English Learning. And then her thesis advisor is Mr. Aswir, and she is from English Department, class of 2017. Okay, Tanti, before you're going to start giving the explanation about your research proposal, let's start this proposal seminar here. We're reciting or reading Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's hope you can answer all of my questions and then giving me a clear kind of answer and then a comprehensive explanation about your research proposal. Okay? Again, then now I'll share your PowerPoint presentation. Okay, can you see it, Tanti?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Time is yours then.
Yeah,
you can start giving explanation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Nurhal Syariski Tanti from a class in education, Muhammadiyah University of Jakarta. And now I have to present about my thesis. The title is Using Think Ahead and Right Strategy to Improve Student Ability in English Learning. Next slide, please. And now I have to discuss about the chapter 1 and the chapter 2. In the chapter 1, I have to explain about the background of study. First of all, this thesis is discuss about this strategy actually used to writing and reading skill only. But Mr. Aswir said that I can use the first skill at once because the think ahead and right strategy is simple to easy and connected each other. So I can use this strategy for skill at one, which is listening skill, reading skill, writing skill, and skill. And I have to explain about. I have to discuss about the first skill because thesis I mentioned about because the student abilities is because the student abilities have to mastering the first skill, so I have to choose the first skill as one to on this strategy. And the first then I have to learning about and I mean I have to of student in English activities. According to Siri Wong's 2015, English ability is an ability. English learning ability is an ability that a person has and abilities that make it easier to chapter or interpret to our skill in learning or understanding something. Learning abilities is focused on gaining knowledge, how to behave, mastering skill, understand to learning, and evaluate content. So as I mentioned before, I have to explain about the first skill. The the first the first one is reading skill. According to reading skill skill for to understanding the process or interpretation and introduction the the writing material that has a good relationship with language form. In reading skill, we have to determine correct word, letter, sentence, phrase, and clause. Uh, and the second one is listening skill. Listening skill is considered the most important skill because it has big impact to our because it's very useful in building that communication with other because in listening skill we can convey and understand the the meaning of message during conversation. In listening skill, we can get the information, get the opinion, the other opinion, get the knowledge, yeah, and something like that. And the third one is speaking skill. According to Mango 2018, because English ability is supported by the achieve, achieve, achievement of communicate skill, speaking is skill that can be convey of opinion, concept, the idea, and information, and to one person and other. Speaking skill is how to student uh, convey they knowledge, they sharing opinion with one, uh, their opinion and other opinion, and speaking skill is skill that what they want to speak about, yeah, yeah, what they want to convey, speak, uh, and people can get their point. And the last one is writing abilities. Writing skill abilities. According to Yi 2009, the definition of the definition of writing skill ability is divided into two parts. The first is based on the teacher experience, and the second one is the context content specific that they get into the textbook or the each teacher or the other course search, yeah, and something, yeah, yeah. Terus, and then I have to explain about the theory. In this theory, I have about to explain about think ahead and right strategy. As I mentioned before, think ahead and right strategy is a strategy use uh, that used to writing skill and reading skill. But after I studied more, this strategy can be used to other skill too. So I have to explain about how the implementation of think ahead and write in 4 skills. The first is, according to Valerie Gold and Pintozzi, think ahead and write is a strategy that aims to help student understand text and developing thinking skill. This strategy is a student thought process and request creating the image, asking question and connecting them. Think ahead and write strategy is an efficient strategy used to overcome student difficulties in understanding English. The first one is the implementation and write in reading. How strategy in reading helps students understand the main idea of the reading text are they reading. The use of the how in reading we have one way is with textbooks, or two way with audiovisual. We can use books and looking up for the topic and can read the material from the textbook. And the second one, if we have to audiovisual, we have to show a video about the material that have a subtitle and that video. And the second one in think ahead and write in listening skill. This strategy is giving students challenge by asking them to write down in the listening in the in the sorry, I mean in the in the writing skill, we have the same way. We have to after the student write down the after the student read the material that they reading before, they have to write down what they remember and what they remember in the letter. So it can be practice they writing ability. And the third one is speaking skill, and and in the speaking skill at the time you have to ask student to come forward one by one in front of class and speaking what they wrote before in the front of class. So one another is one another is listening and one person is speaking. It can help student public speaking. And the part one is listening skill. When one student speak about what they want or they remember about the material, the another student is listening what they speak. So it's can help student to familiar with conversation English. Yeah. Next chapter, Mr. The chapter third 3 is time and place. Time and place is at MTS Kazana Kebajikan with second grade. Kesana ke MTS Kazana Kebajikan at Pisangan Putat, and is a and the method I use the quantitative risk method. Yeah. I use the quantitative risk method, and in the method, I use the experimental. I have the experimental class, so I have to I have to looking for two class, and first class is regular class, and the second class is the expert. In the regular class, I use the think and write with books, and the experiment class. I have a video. I have a video uh, to implement think ahead and write, and the population and in the population sample. Yeah, I use the two class, and the is second grade the second grade of MTS Kazana Kebajikan. Yeah, and they have two class. One class is regular class, and another class is the experiment class. The technique of collecting the data. When the technique of collecting data, when use the when I did a PLP moments ago, I teach them about self-introduction. So the collecting of data, I have a self-introduction for the for the for the media for the media for the yeah for the media. The first is I I use the regular class is the books about it's a textbooks with the topic of self-introduction, and the second one is I use a video about self-introduction on the video, and I have to compare to class and get the result. Yeah, yeah. I think this enough, Mr.
That's all, Tanti?
Yeah, yeah, Mr. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much for your explanation. Now let's try to break down your PowerPoint presentation starting from the title. Yeah? Before you joining this proposal seminar, I asked all of your friends to watch the previous proposal seminar first, right? And then when you try to explain about the title here, you have to explain about several terms. Yeah? First term here, it should be about think ahead and write strategy. Second one here, it is about improving student ability in English learning. Yeah. From your title here, first, why it is think ahead and write strategy, and then why ability in English learning. Come on, try to answer it, please.
Yeah, I use the think ahead and write strategy because it's easy and simple to use. As I mentioned before, when I was a PLP, the student lacking of the they cannot how to speak pronunciation. They cannot the pronunciation uh, the material, and I use the topic that one is self-introduction. They even don't know how to explain their name. They don't know how to uh, they for they are looking for how to their name, their introduction, yeah, something like that. And I have a student ability because student ability is important because it's a basic learning that they have to learn. So if they mastering the student abilities that which is available, they have to learn more of the specific one in the other thing. So
That's all? Okay, but you're still not giving me a clear explanation about what is it think ahead and write strategy. Yeah, so it's mean you try to ask the student to think first and then they're going to write, or what is it?
think ahead,
Please.
yeah,
Yeah.
think ahead and write strategy is actually the strategy is used to write and reading only because this strategy used to uh, how to if the student read the one's topic, they have to determine the correct tense, the correct sentence, the correct word, the correct uh, the correct phrase and class, and then after they read the topic, they have to write down about the the correct phrase, letter, word, and sentence. If yeah,
Okay, Tanti, from your title here,
mm,
if your strategy focusing on writing, so your title here, it will be more proper if you're going to improve student writing skill. Yeah, that will be more proper than using student ability in English learning. If you are using student ability in English learning, it's mean all skills that you have to cover. Yeah? So all four skill, and then that will be a difficult kind of research that you have to conduct because it is consists of all skill. Yeah? Maybe you can focus only on one skill that related with your strategy. Yeah, think ahead and write strategy to improve student writing skills. That will be more relevant. Okay. Try to discuss it more with your advisor after this one. Yeah, but your title here. Okay.
so I can change the title, Mister.
Yeah, you can consult with your advisor first. Yeah, try to tell him your strategy here focusing on writing, and then if it is using student ability in English learning, so it should cover four skill, and then that will be more difficult for you to complete your research. Okay.
Mister, I'm
Uh,
sorry for saying that. Actually, think ahead and write is the implementation of the reading skill, not the writing skill. But in writing skill, it can be used, but the main implementation is the writing skill. Okay, I mean reading skill.
Okay, that's okay. If you want this strategy here for reading skill, then choose reading skill. Yeah, because it's a little bit confusing if you try to use this kind of strategy in speaking and then also listening. Yeah, maybe you can use this one for the reading skill. That will be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Mister.
Okay, next one for your chapter one background of the study. I still can find your basic reasoning here while you try to give your introduction for the background of the study. There are many aspects, many elements that you have to put. Yeah? For example, the main problems, the main difficulties that faced by the student, you have to put that one. Yeah, and then also how this strategy think ahead and then writing strategy here that can become the alternative solution for the main problem. You have to put that one on the background of the study. Okay. And then for the chapter 2 here, I have no idea. You just try to mention several kind of opinion, yeah, from several experts. Yeah. It should be more relevant if you try to mention also your position based on the expert opinion. Yeah. So from several kind of opinion, you try to make uh, your own perspective about each term for your research here. Okay. Okay, and the next one for chapter 3, time and place, method, population and sample, technique of collecting the data. I guess this will be okay. And then now let's try to discuss your complete research proposal. Yeah, try to open it, please. Your complete research proposal. Yeah. Okay. Can you see it here?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, let's start with. Okay, wait a second. I want to make it only one. Okay, wait a second. So which one? Okay, just let it be like this. Then okay, let's start with chapter 1. Yeah? Your chapter 1, Tanti. Uh, okay, your chapter 1 here. Learning activities are very important in an educational context. The success of learning effort must be followed by willingness and self-awareness first. Okay, there are various categories of activities that can be referred to as learning activities. Example include reading, observing, listening, writing, and applying. Okay, look at this one. Your last sentence here it is about the example of learning activities, and then suddenly you put your, what is it? Al-Quran Surah An-Nahl verse 125. What is it here?
Because Mr. Asur told me I have to make one opinion and one surah, and after that I can put the put the content after that.
Yeah, but it should be relevant. Yeah, it should be matched with your explanation. Here you are mentioning about example including reading, observing, yeah, reading, observing, listening, writing, imitating, and applying. Yeah, and then the surah here, Udu ila sabili rabbika bil hikmah wal mau'izatil hasanah. So what is it relevant between this one with the example?
Because the surah we can assume that we need learning and need will to Allah. The surah An-Nahl tells about dakwah, or it can be called sharing knowledge or wisdom, and good wisdom to be conveyed or passed on to the other.
Okay, if you want to still use this one, Tanti, you have to put sentence here, yeah. Okay, that explaining about this surah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to put that one, and then next, do not use sari. Yeah, do not use sari. Try to use Expert from Western, from Europe, from UK, from US. Do not use this one. Okay. And then it is also the same with mantra and vidya stuti. Do not use this one. Okay. Replace it. And do not use also 1983, 2007. Yeah, it should be above 2010. What does it mean by 2000, above 2010? It means starting from 2011 that you can use for your expert. Yeah, and then do not use also Parmawati and Inaya. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the department. Yeah, and then this one also Brown. It is 2004. You may try to find Brown 2012, 2014. Yeah, and then Putri, do not use Putri. Okay, do not use Brown 2007. Oh, you got really out of date kind of reference, yeah. So please try to find a new reference that can help you to conduct your first chapter, yeah. Okay, look at this one, 1997. Really? No.
Mister, the only one, the reference, it's Valerigo and Fintosi.
No, you have to switch. You have to make your new paragraph that consists of reference that you can use starting from above 2010. Okay, I'm not gonna take this kind of reference. And then also you have to put the percentage. Yeah, the percentage for your first chapter here. The percentage, for example, 80% of the student from the school that you are going to conduct the research for, they are still lack in their reading skill if you're focused in reading. And then 20%, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Identification of the problem. Your identification of the problem here, try to focus only, yeah, only 3 or 4 main problems that appear. Yeah, do not mention too much. And then limitation of the problem. Limitation of the problem. You have to put the name of the school and then also the class where you conduct the research. Yeah, and then the objective of the study, only one here. The objective of the study, okay, to improve student. What is it? If you decided to choose reading, so
Reading.
to improve reading skill using think ahead and writing strategy. Okay, so not all of three. And then, okay, what is it? You have a double D, the objective of the study, E, the objective of the study. What is it? Huh? Okay, try to revise it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, look at that one. D, the objective of the study. E, and then also the same, the objective of the study. Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry, Mister.
Okay, next one, significance of the study consists of 2 terms, yeah, theoretically and practically. Okay, and then for the second chapter, so you're not going to use English ability here, but starting with the definition of reading itself, yeah, because your focus next will be reading, yeah, and then uh, you have to put also the teaching reading, especially in what is it, the school that you're going to conduct this research for. Yeah, if it is for junior high school, so it is teaching reading for junior high school. If it is for senior high school, so you're going to put teaching reading for senior high school. Okay.
I have to
Yeah, you have.
explain to about junior high school and senior high.
Teaching reading for junior or senior high school, where the location that you're going to conduct this research for. Yeah, and then it seems like you have uh, you have very, what is it? Very, uh, okay, very strange kind of second chapter. You have to put it more, yeah? More theories about think ahead and writing strategy, yeah? Okay. And then for the third chapter, okay, for the third chapter here, for the third chapter, do not use Apuke. I guess you can use crash roll. That will be better, yeah. Okay. And then next one. Okay, there are many inconsistency that you created here. Here, your independent variable, you're mentioning using English videos to develop student ability in mastering four skill. And then here, develop student mastery of the four skill. Yeah, so one more time, only one skill. That should be enough. Okay, Tanti? Yeah.
I got it.
The population is 8th grade of student. Okay, look at this one. Your population and then sample, it's look like it is the same. Yeah, the population, yeah, it can be all 8th grade student of MTS Hazanah Kebajikan, and then your sample only on specific class where that you're going to conduct this research for.
For example, E class and B class.
Yeah. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, I guess time's up. Less than a minute that we have here. So you have to revise all of it, yeah? Okay, Tanti, thank you very much for joining. And then let's close this proposal seminar by reciting Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. And 3 days only for the revision, yeah? Okay, and then the last, Allahul muwaffiq wal hadi ila sabilir rasyad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Tanti.